This is your August 2022 Denver housing market update. My name is Sean Mitchell with Compass. Let's jump in. Today we're going to cover days on market, months of housing inventory for single family homes, number of new listings, number of active listings, median and average sale price, the mortgage rates, Denver area unemployment rate, and my 30-day prediction on what to expect moving forward. The median days on market for the month of August was 12 days. That's in comparison to an average of 20 days. Now, that 12 days on market was a 71% month over month increase from the month of July. That's a significant change, and I certainly felt that on the ground level, both on the buy and the sell side, but particularly on the sell side. I've got a particular listing. Well, I put two listings on the market in June and July. One of them went under contract the first weekend at a price point of $595, but put another house on the market around the same time at $775. And we've had a challenge getting that one under contract. And I add that up to just the shift of the market, a rebalancing of the market, but the days on market month over month change is one of the largest that I've seen in a long time. Months of housing inventory for single family homes is sitting at 2 months. To be quite honest, I would not be surprised if we see this tick up above 2 months for the first time since 2013. I would not be surprised, and especially with the days on market jumping up as high as it did from July to August. Number of new listings is sitting at 3,818. We are seeing a normal seasonal drop in terms of new houses that do go on the market. As we move into the fall and winter, less houses are going on the market, less people are willing and interested to put their house on the market as the temperature gets colder moving into winter. The number of active listings is directly correlated to the days on market, the total days on market, the number of days that it takes to sell a house. There are just more houses that are sitting, and we haven't seen this many houses on the market since 2020. So these are some small indicators that the market is shifting. It is taking a little bit longer to sell houses, and now more than ever it is imperative that you do not get too aggressive with your list price. This is not the market that it was 8 and 9 months ago, where the list to sell price ratio was 105, 106%. Now we're looking at that sitting more at 100%, and it would not surprise me one bit that we see it maybe drop below to maybe 99%. Median and average sale price for last month was $640,000 on the median and $740,918 on the average. This as well is indicative of the days on market and number of active listings. Things are sitting longer. Sellers are more likely to drop their price if they're not getting as much action, as much interest from buyers. I mentioned earlier this listing that's taking a little bit longer to sell than desired, and I ran some numbers for mortgage interest rate at the beginning of January of this year, which was around 3.5%, and compared it to the mortgage interest rate at today's rates, 5.5%, so 2% delta, and the monthly payment was $700 more today than it was back in January. So this is a very strong factor here as to why we're seeing a market shift and rebalance. Buyers' money is not going as far. So I think it's important to keep that in mind as you're considering listing your house, as well as if you've got your house on the market. This is a very good reason, a very good indicator why it might be sitting. Speaking of mortgage interest rates, here's what we're looking at as of the filming of today. We are looking at 5.66%. Now, the last time I did a video, which was I think 3 weeks ago, the interest rate was at 4.99%. So it has ticked up almost 0.7% in the last 3 weeks. Here is a 10-year look back just to have some perspective, and I mentioned that historic jump in interest rates from the beginning of the year until today. You can see that over on the right. That sharp increase is what we're seeing there. And here's an all-time look back just in case it gets a little concerning for you that interest rates are at 5.66%. They have definitely been higher in the past. We will be okay, I suspect, unless there is some major macro factor here. And it's important to remind yourself, if you're a buyer in this situation on the hunt, you're probably going to find some good deals if you're shopping today. But don't forget that you want to date the interest rate and marry the house, because the interest rates will change. If you lock in your monthly payment, it will not go up. It will only stay at its current rate, and very likely, if and when the interest rates go down, you'll be able to refinance and get a lower monthly payment. So it is still a good time to buy. Even though the interest rates are higher, keep in mind that that interest rate will very likely go down at some point during the life of your mortgage. Unemployment rate is sitting at 3.3%. That's in comparison to the national average of 3.5%. And that percentage is the same month over month for the Denver metro area. The national unemployment rate did fall down 0.1% month over month. What's my 30-day prediction? Well, I think that houses will continue to sell just a little bit slower, and coupled with the slower seasonality, buyers can really snag a great deal on a house right now. You've got this group of houses that have gotten caught up in this market shift, this market transition. They priced their houses at comparables from earlier this year, the ones that were selling for 105% list to sale price ratio, but now buyers are less willing to pay over asking price. So you're having these houses sit, there are more price drops, and buyers have the best chance that they've ever had in the last couple of years to get something at a good deal. So I expect that buyers can snag some good deals, and in terms of interest rate, I don't think we're going to see any massive changes. I do think that we'll see between 5 and 6% mortgage interest rates. My name is Sean Mitchell, Denver Metro agent with Compass. Thanks so much for watching. And if you're new, please consider subscribing and put your questions in the comments down below if you have any.